Hi guys, welcome to my follow-up video on the D-LITE RX 4 to go set. I was going to get this done earlier, but the weather here has been really crap this weekend, even though we've had a public holiday on Monday, so a nice long weekend, but horrible weather which has just made me too lazy to do anything. But this morning I've pulled my finger out and actually played around with the lights a bit and had a lot of fun actually. So I've got a few sample shots which I'll show you, which kind of show some of the characteristics of the units at minimum and maximum power, which is sort of showing some of the more important bits, so whether you can get depth of field and whether you can freeze motion. Other than that, look, they've been really reliable units. I've had no problem with it whatsoever. I've also received this thing here, which because of the battery I haven't had much of a chance to play around with, but this is the Tronics Explorer Mini, which I can use to power the kit out on location, and will supposedly last for, I don't know, 100 to 150 pops on the lights, but I'll take that with a grain of salt until I test it. So anyway, of the sample shots that I took, the first one here is using both lights at minimum power, and you can see that with both lights at minimum power I'm actually still able to get a reasonable amount of depth of field, which a lot of people complain about studio lights, that they're too powerful, and some people have said the D-LITE 4s are too powerful and you can only get depth of field with the D-LITE 2s, but personally I believe that this is reasonable enough for portraits, probably not for product photography, that sort of thing, but if you want more depth of field, slap an ND filter on. But if you buy the D-LITE 2 kit so you can get more depth of field, there's no filter you can put on your camera to increase the power at the top end. So I'm reasonably happy with what it's capable of there, and I actually haven't even really nailed the focus on that shot either. So the depth of field might actually look a little bit better. Second one, this is in the same white walled room, but just using one light on minimum power instead of two. The light's probably only about 6 inches in front of my hands there, and the wall's a couple of metres behind me, so I was able to get really good fall off, get a black background on when I was in an otherwise white room, just using one of the lights. I look like a bit of a hero, don't I? And the third one here, this is to test how good they are at stopping motion. So with studio lights, as opposed to speed lights, you crank the power up to maximum in order to get the shortest flash duration. So this with both lights an absolute maximum, and I'm throwing this gun in the air and actually spinning it, so it's spinning quite quickly. So you can see that the centre part of the gun that is moving less fast, is quite sharp, but you can see at the extremities there's a bit of blur there, so you're probably not going to use these for for freezing motion or freezing water droplets and that sort of thing. You're probably still better off using your speed lights, but that actually gives quite a good sort of sense of motion. So if you're going to use them for, say, skateboarding shots or some sort of action sports, I reckon you can get some really cool effects. Anyway guys, hang in there, and thanks very much for watching again, and I'm just going to end off the video with a bit of a time lapse of setting the kit up, just so you can see how quick it is to throw things up and get ready to shoot. So thanks again guys. If you've got any ideas for something you'd like to see me do a video on, just drop me a comment below. Any questions, go for it. Thank you.